Hey, Dave Parrish here at Knack Builders. It's Saturday night and I'm doing a video, and I'm in Mexico City. But today's topic: keywords, connections, and record ID ramblings by me. I'm going to cover a few things here, but I'm going to just point out, ever since I've been building, I've had a couple issues. One, when you have a connected record or connection in your record, it's the display value that shows in your record. And one thing, when you try to put that in a table or list and you want to sort by that value, it doesn't work, or it doesn't consistently work. Also, when you do a search and you're using keyword search, perhaps it's in a search function, the search criteria, and then the table or list of results, or just in a regular table and you use the keyword function. You search for something that appears, for that connected value that appears, the display value in your record, and it doesn't return what you think it should return. I've always had a problem with that, and I've had a couple workarounds, but I think I figured out what's going on. This may be old hat to some hardcore database people, but not by serious methodical inquiry. I stumbled upon this, and all of a sudden a few things came together and said, wait, this is why all this happens like this. Well, I'm going to go through that with you right now. If someone finds out that I'm absolutely wrong, I don't think I am, please let me know. Thanks. Okay, Dave Parrish back here to talk about keywords, connections, record IDs, and my ramblings. I'm calling it ramblings because this will probably be my least coherent video I've made so far, but I think I'm onto something. So let me jump into it. Okay, how do I get this up? Okay, I have an app here. This is an app that employers search for programs to help with HR. But regardless, we have a service name. This could be displacing workers or something that some provider provides. There's lots of these services. And we have them categorized by a service type. Now that's a connection. Notice here, a connection to another table. So this value appears here. We'll go to the records. Service type, connection. It's shown by its display name. And I'm going to go back to the couple things I said. I'm talking about connected things, what these words are, and how they may be used. One is the ability to sort by it. Now, I notice here, if I do the column clicking thing, it sorts correctly. But if you've been building long enough, you know if you put this in a table, let's say in a pages, in a live view, you tell it to sort by this, it doesn't consistently do it. The way around that is you don't use this connection. Rather, when you're inserting this field, you go to the connection and grab the name you want to put in here. But regardless, my point is there's a problem with sorting it. I've always had this issue. Further, when you're in your live apps, there's also a problem with keyword searching on this. And we just ran into this with this particular program the other day. We had X amount of a certain type, and we were searching on a keyword. And it was resulting, that keyword, in less than the amount that we knew we had. Now, first we said, is it filtered by active, inactive, or something? And we went through all the troubleshooting. And no, it just simply was not giving us back the amount we knew. And if we're searching on a particular word, we also knew this word was included in other service types, not only right here, but in other types in other areas in the app, which a keyword function should result in, and was coming up with less. So I did a couple things troubleshooting that. And I'm going to show you one thing I did. Back to fields. I said, well, why don't we make this service type, because I thought it might have something to do with the connection. Whatever the value of the service type is, let's just do a text field, which I did right here. And let's make that value. So now I know it's just text. It's not some connected thing. Let's make it the value of the service type. So my thought was, once I run that, and I have to do the forced update thing to reindex it or have it happen soon, which is a whole nother topic, but I was expecting to see training wage subsidy for new hires. Well, that's not what happened. I'm going to go to it. What I got, here's that field I just created, was the record ID, which made me think, hey, being the thinker I am, perhaps this, if I can drag it over, come on. Well, perhaps what was shown, sorry about this, come on. Perhaps what we're seeing here, training and wage subsidies for new hire, is not what this is. It's a ghost, if you will. It just sort of has this. I know when I click on this, it sorts by it, but that didn't work. Perhaps what it's really reading is that long record ID. So when I'm searching for some specific word, it's not grabbing that value. It instead it's grabbing whatever it finds, and what it's finding there, which we think it's searching for, it's actually the record ID is what exists. Okay, I know I'm rambling. But now, next step. Well, how do I deal with that? Well, I did this. These two categories. I'm going to do service type name. Text formula. Let's draw on the text formula name. Now, you know, when you're doing text formulas, it does not let you grab that connected field. They're not available to grab, which I've always thought, why can't I do that? I think it has something to do with that record ID. It doesn't want you searching by that, or you plop it in that. All that is the record ID. Now you can scroll down and find, just like you can on a table or a detail view, you can not plop in the native value. You can go to connection and go get it. So what I did was go to the service types, grab the actual name, okay, and put it in as a text formula, assuming or hoping that was going to be just text, not some record connection. I wanted text because I want to search by text. I want to sort by text. So if we look at that, over here, drawn in service name, it puts this. This is the record ID that we're looking at from that previous value, but this results in the actual text, the string of stuff that you want to either sort or search by. When we did this and went back to our search, we were using it in a search function. Actually, this ends up rendering. We did this in a WordPress site, by the way, which looks really nice. But it's the same functionality. Here's the search criteria. Here's the results. When we use a keyword, it found it. It found it as soon as I drew it in that name from a text formula, and it was actually text and not a record ID. Again, I'm not quite sure I'm right on any of this, but I know that solved those two things that have been, I can't say plaguing me, but it's been like a nasty gnat around me for a few years now, of how to get searches using keyword. If you do a specific filter, that's different. That's very granular. Searches and sorting, it worked. If anyone's got any feedback on this, I'd appreciate it, but that's the skinny there. Thank you.